AMC Regency in Jacksonville, Florida at the private screening of Queen and Slim, hosted by the Influence Crew and Gainesville Black Wall Street. I'm here with Dante Jennings. He's the president of the Jacksonville Urban League of Young Professionals. What are your thoughts?
Woo, it's a lot right now, man. I think powerful is definitely a word on time. You know, to really see black, bold, man, representation really matters, man, and this movie really just encapsulates that.
And as a president of an organization for millennials that fights for social justice, I'm sure you have all the feels right now.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're talking about, police brutality and just really being one black in America, man, that's a lot to unpack already.
Absolutely.
We tried to do a good job of that. I say it did a good job of that.
Okay, lastly, just three words to describe Queen and Slim.
Ooh, just three. If you haven't found anything worth dying for, you're not really living. I'll say that. It's more than three.
Oh, now that was a quote. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Dante. All right, you have a great night. All right, next up. Hello. Come on, ladies. Step on up. What are you feeling right now? Marcus who? Okay, we'll get right. What are you feeling?
Rage.
Wow, that's a powerful emotion. We don't really want to give spoilers, but if you can just describe something that the movie, some imagery, some visuals that made you feel rage.
I'm not sure. I think trying to trust people who, I guess, turn their backs on you, which we see all the time, and that's all I'll say.
And I think the film, in my opinion, did a good job of kind of balancing the love and the pain. It's like as soon as you're feeling a lot of love, then it was like, is that what you felt?
I do. I agree. I think some people who you were expecting not to be so loyal were loyal, and then vice versa. But I do think it was a good balance.
Very well. Thank you so much. All right. Can we get you in here? Yes. And as you can see, we all dressed in all black because we are blacking out the theater for Black Friday. So you coming out smiling. How do you feel about the movie?
You know what? You got some people that'll be there for you while you on a journey, this journey called life. And even though things may not go the way you want, it has a message in the end. That's all I can say without spoiling the movie.
Right. We're trying not to do spoilers.
I'm not going to spoil the movie. But it was good. It was very interesting. A lot of climaxes. And glad I drove all the way from Orlando to come see it. I know, right?
Wow. So are you happy that it was a private screening tonight?
I am, because it got straight to the movie instead of the preview. So that was perfect. Get through the boring stuff.
All right. So great job, Influence Crew, Gainesville Black Wall Street. I'm here, Carla Mechele with Carla Mechele Media, reporting live at AMC Regency 24 for the private screening of Queen and Slim. Gonna bring some more people in for opinions here. I'll switch sides. Oh, I love your outfit.
Thank you very much.
You came prepared.
I did.
Why was this so important for you tonight?
For several reasons. First being that I'm a good friend of Bertrand Boyd's. I'm in poetry as well. So I wanted to support my friend. That was number one, foremost. And secondly, it's, law enforcement and the black community. There's a lot of controversy going on with that as well. And, I actually have to support both sides because of what I do for a living. And so that's very important that we open the dialogue on things like this.
So it seems like it wasn't just a movie. It wasn't for me. This really touched our lives. How did it touch you?
Well, it touched me because I have to deal with this every day with what I do for a living. And so I'd like to be kind of on the forefront or like a catalyst to open up the dialogue. So yeah, being here was very important for me.
And you had not seen the movie before tonight, right?
I absolutely had not seen the movie before tonight. I had talked to him about it, but I had not seen it. So this was my first time seeing it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'm so proud to have been here tonight.
Awesome. We don't want to give any spoilers, but...
No.
Right, and Bertrand is your friend. I'm sure we're all having a lot of feelings about his character, but we're happy that he is a Floridian.
Yes, I just know in real life it would not go down like that.
We know. But
in real life.
Yes.
But yes, he is my friend. He is a Floridian, and the movie is great. Go see it if you haven't. Queen and Slim is going down, y'all.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for coming out. All right, next up, who's the next brave person to give their feedback on the movie? Come on. I love your necklace. Yes. Okay. All right, so tell me, what feelings are you feeling now after watching the movie?
Man, just so much like knots in my stomach. My heart was pounding, just like at the end, because it's like you know what's gonna happen, but it's like you don't want it to happen. It's like the airplane was right there. They was like right there, so it was like, man, you know what I'm saying? Just,
I'm gonna take the mic away because we don't want to give any spoilers. But
sorry.
no, it's okay. But you felt right there in that scene with them, right? Do many movies make you feel that way? Are you a movie goer, or is it something about this movie?
I think this is it hits in a different place because other movies you see and they're just movies, but this literally could be my reality. Like I'm on my way back to Orlando. This could be on the way. You feel me? So it hits different, man. It just hit different.
All right, thank you so much. All right. Next up, we're gonna have Mr. Mincy Polak. Yes, oh, thank you. He's one of our sponsors tonight. So you got a chance to sit in and watch the movie, right?
Yeah, I did. Really, really good.
What are your thoughts?
I would say, without spoiling, it's a great love story. And the whole part about, I can't say it, can I?
No spoilers, no. But love, a lot of people haven't really mentioned love right now. I think there's so many emotions in the movie. But what did you think about how it unfolded?
Total surprise. You never want to see it end that way. But you can't write a film like that and I guess let them get away, right? But all in all, it was good. Even more than that was just the folks that put this film together. You can see a different kind of love because we brought the community together tonight with a great film, great people together. You know, we could do more events like this. You know, like I said, it'd be entertainment and awareness. So.
Why did you choose an event like this to sponsor?
Well, it was the movement. When the promoters told me what they were trying to do, it was unique. Not many people are putting together private films like this. I thought that was one. Our company, I'm the owner of, I'm one of 8 African-American owned local Florida Blue agencies in the state of Florida. So I thought it was a good marriage. You know, it's Black Friday. Why not support, you know, black business, black promoters, kind of all together. So good cause, thought it would be a great time. And in a time of, you know, a lot of African-Americans, you know, it's kind of funny, we talk about black love. It's important with self-love, and a lot of people don't have health insurance, and that's what we do. So just bringing out awareness during this period of time, too. So while you're shopping for shoes, you know, I guess you get some health care, too.
All right, thank you so much. No, thank you for it. He shows that the movie is relevant. It's not just cinema. It's not just film for entertainment. It's something that's really hitting a personal note with a lot of people. We're going to get some more opinions. Mo, can I get you over here? An artist in the Jacksonville community. How you doing tonight?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well. What did you think about the film?
I think it's the best thing I've seen in a long time. Yeah, it was powerful. It was black, and you know, it was poetic. It was good. It was just all the way through. It was good. Good script, good actors, good everything.
I was going to ask you because I know you're an artist. So what were some of the subtleties and the subliminal messages that came through for you?
So it's how we influence people, even when we don't know we're doing it. You know, that was one of the strong messages that came to me, especially as an artist. Like, and sometimes we wonder if we influencing people the right way or not. The whole scene with the little boy, I think he got the wrong idea of what was really happening. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you can take something powerful and just misread it. You know. And but I thought the story was very powerful. I even, you know, like the way black people interact with each other and the way they interact with each other. You know?
Others.
You know, it was dope. Even seeing the brother, the black cop, even going through the little juke joint and everything. Like, hey, everybody understands we got each other back. And you see, you know, the folk cross the street. She over there like, oh, go get them. You know what I'm saying? It's a different understanding. Like, even though people seen it with their own eyes because it was on the dash cam. They seen exactly what happened.
Oh, I'm going to stop you because we don't want to give spoilers, but you see how personal this movie is for everyone. And one more question along those lines, because you described everything very well without giving it away. But what struck me is how they became heroes to our community. Why do you think that is?
Because we see things for how they are versus how they look, and the truth about the matter, they were heroes, So, we see it exactly how it is, and media can portray things how they want to, but we always can read in between the lines.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And again, I'm Carla Mechele with Carla Mechele Media. We have a very special guest, an actress who I have seen on She's Gotta Have It. And I think you are also a Gator alum. Okay, me too. Nice to meet you too. What is it? Why are you here tonight? Because you don't have to be, and you are successful in your career. Why come here to Jacksonville at this private screening?
Well, I'm originally from Jacksonville, first of all, born and raised. So that's one thing. I know the guy who's putting it on here, Trey Ford, went to college together, University of Florida. Go Gators. I've been extremely excited about Queenie Slim. I really want to work with Lena. I'm putting that out there in the world.
You heard it here first, maybe.
So she's definitely on my vision board, her and Ava, and so I definitely wanted to. I support everything she puts out, to be honest. I think she's brilliant, and this didn't disappoint.
And tell us your name. I don't want to mispronounce it.
Thank you.
Tell us what's coming up for you as well.
Yeah, my name is Nadia Solomon. Instagram, the same thing as Nadia Solomon, but it's spelled funky, N-H-A-D-Y-A. A lot of things. I just had Chicago Med air about a month ago on NBC. Played an emotional young mom on that. The last season of She's Gotta Have It, that's already out, and a season before that of Orange is New Black. So a lot of stuff that's out, and I'm also getting into more writing.
Okay, well, I'm happy to learn tonight that you're from Jacksonville. That's amazing that your star is rising and has risen, continues to rise. What does it mean to be in a film like this? Because She's Gotta Have It was a relevant, film series that attracts our generation. So this type of film seems the same way. As an actress, how important are those roles?
Oh my gosh. So this is the stuff that we get inspired by. This is the reason why I went to acting school, right? And tried to learn my craft so well. It's just so hopefully one day do brilliant work like this and have writing that's so great and effortless and meaningful. So it's just important in every way I'm sure the actors that were on that screen and to our community and hopefully the world. This is a really important film.
Awesome, and it's awesome that you stayed in contact with Trey. Trey is a co-founder of Gainesville Black Wall Street. Influence Crew are the hosts of tonight's event. What do you have to say to these guys for putting on an event like this tonight?
Oh my gosh, keep going, Trey. Keep going, guys. This is just, it's so needed. Jacksonville needs it, and it's not only just something to do, but it builds community and, I think fellowship as well.
And lastly, as a viewer, not an actress,
I'll try to do that.
what is a feeling, a sentence, a word that describes this film?
Oh gosh. This film tells me so much about, it reminds me so much about leaving a legacy, having self-worth, and the importance of community and the lack of community as well.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Nadia, for being here, and many blessings to you.
Thank you, same to you.
Thank you. All right. Again, we are here at AMC Regency 24 live with Total Coverage 360. And we're at the private screening of Queen and Slim. We're just getting out, capturing some opinions from the people who viewed the film tonight. I'll just give my personal opinion. The Black love was amazing. As I said earlier in an interview, it was juxtaposed with our pain, and I felt like they did a brilliant job of displaying that. So we're going to bring in Trey Ford with Gainesville Black Wall Street. Oh. Steady working, yes. How did you feel about the film?
Well, I had to see it yesterday because I had to give up my seat today, and it was hard to hold everything in and not really spill the beans, especially with having Bertrand Boyd come here. I think it was a movie that was very relatable, something that I can identify with as a black man who's been pulled over, as somebody who can be heavily profiled, as somebody who maybe to others seems scary, or whatever the case is. And so I thought that it was touching from a love story standpoint as well. They made the little Love Jones reference, which is like the old love story of like the 90s, and now we're here in 2019. Sorry, I'm behind. I'm a blast from the past. We're here in 2019, and it's sad that this is the love story.
Honestly.
But it's like the best love story of the year, maybe of the decade. I have to think about it, but creature of the moment.
Yeah, well, New York Times did say it could be one of the greatest love stories of all time, right? And you jumped on this ahead of time, realizing the importance of this movie and bringing a private screening to Jacksonville. What went into your vision for that?
So Gainesville Black Wall Street actually started with a private screening, and Gainesville Black Wall Street is more of a PR marketing firm, and we help black businesses enhance themselves. And my business partner and I, Aaron Day, we started with the Black Films Matter with Black Panther, which was, Black Panther was actually a major film, not an indie film. And, it's one of the Marvel series. And that was our launch date. And what we found was that people were so drawn to representation. And I think when we saw that, we went to blaxploitation films, which are older. They're more so in the 70s when we weren't getting a lot of opportunity. And so what made me jump on this was an opportunity to jump on a brand new film that still had heavy representation, and it had representation inside of the staff as well, from the director to the photographers to the actors. I mean, from the top to the bottom, from the back to the front, it was just everything Black Wall Street.
Awesome. And you brought in Nadia Solomon, who's an actress, and you brought in Bertrand. Go Gators. You brought in Bertrand Boyd, who is actually in the film. That's amazing. How did you guys get him here? I'm just curious.
Well, I gotta give a shout out to the real Miss Leah Hayes. So she's friends. We'll get in there real quick.
Yes, connections.
Connections. So and that's what we need, just more genuine connections. So she knew Bertrand from the spoken word community, and she does a lot of hosting and things like that in Gainesville, and he's from Florida as well, so Floridians. And so originally, and I will say this, Jacksonville, they were trying to push it to Orlando. But I fought for Jacksonville to keep it here because I knew that Jacksonville would identify with the movie with a lot of the stories that we hear about JSO. And, I just knew that it would be easily identifiable here, and that I believe that Jacksonville would support it, which they did because we sold out.
Absolutely. And people tend to think we don't have this market here, but look how many people came out. The theater was full tonight, right?
Completely full, and we had people all the way through the day trying to see if anybody was selling their ticket, trying to get extra tickets, trying to get us to get a second auditorium. I do want to say we couldn't do it without our sponsors. So we had Minty, who I think you saw earlier, Duke and Dame, who could not be here, but their distillery is right here in Jacksonville. They do most of their shipping and stuff from Miami, but it's a black-owned business as well. Also a Gator, Chima Bernie. So, yeah. I think that pretty much sums it up. Is just an experience where we can all work together. What is it, Ujima or Ujama? One of them. I got to get more verse.
You got to get that right.
We got to get more verse. But collective work together, collective responsibility to advance our people. So.
Absolutely. And tell us about the after party. That's where we're headed, right?
So the after party is at the Cookbook, also black owned. If you're a Reigns Viking, you might know Brandon Byers. He owns the Cookbook restaurant, and he opened up his doors to us to have the Duke and Dame cocktails on deck. We actually have Pretty Tenders mobile bartending as well. So we're going to have cocktails. The featured cocktail is the Queen and Slim. It's very good. It's made with Duke and Dame, but we'll have some of the normal stuff that you're used to. And it's actually a hop and a skip over, well, if you're at the movies, AMC, just go over Arlington Expressway to Pearl Street, about maybe a 12-minute drive at this time. And, yeah, right down, a little bit north of downtown, but close enough to downtown where you can come check us out and, go to other things downtown as well.
Okay, so any words for people watching this live feed from all over right now?
There's the number one word I have. Based on the number of calls I got today asking for tickets, y'all got to stop waiting to the last minute. These events are so good, and we'll have more events like this if people didn't wait to the last minute. So I'm going to go ahead and plant a seed. The next guaranteed Black Films Matter is going to be on Valentine's Day, February 14th. I'm not going to tell you the film yet, but February 14th, mark your calendar. Valentine's Day is going to be a love story as well. And so plan in advance. Don't wait to the last minute, because if you called me today, I probably didn't even answer the phone.
Oh, my goodness. Well, thank you, Trey.
Thank you.
All right, you heard it here first, I believe. More Black love to come in Jacksonville. Black Films Matter will be premiering another film on Valentine's Day. So stay tuned. Follow them on Black Films Matter. You can also follow Gainesville Black Wall Street and the Influence Crew on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. All right, we have another. Hello, how are you?
Hi, what am I supposed to look at?
You look at the camera, yes. Were you just watching the film tonight?
Yes, I was.
What are your thoughts?
It was a traumatic film. A girl, when she was walking out, she said, "I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about this film." And I told her that you're supposed to feel about it the same way you feel about any other time you see Black people killed. Like, it gave no closure to us. It was a beautiful film, though. They did a great job. Emotional, and I didn't want to get on camera because I'm still emotional about it. Sorry. It was a good film.
So what's that feeling like? It's like you want to support something that tells our story, but sometimes, our story is filled with a lot of pain. But you still came out, and you were still, what made it still enjoyable for you?
It was a beautiful film. It was well put together. It was clever. And they didn't lie. They didn't give us false promises or false hope, because at the end of the day, it's like you're looking at everything that we go through every day in the real world, and you just wonder, when do we get a chance to win? Like, when is it our time to win? And we never get that. And they showed that. We never get that. We thought that was it, and they didn't get it.
Wow. So how will you transform the feelings that this movie is leaving you with?
I'm not going to transform it. I'm just going to embrace it, accept the world for what it is, and realize that I'm not going to let certain things be my ending.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for coming, even though it was uncomfortable.
It was uncomfortable, but this film needed to be made. It was beautiful. It was a really good film, and everybody needs to see it because they need to see perspectives, and they show every perspective. And once again, it showed the perspective that it's always your own, right? So hopefully we can change that narrative, if nothing else.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Well, I think it starts with you sharing your voice tonight, so thank you very much. All right. Thank you. So do you. All right. So I'm here, Carla Mechele again. Black Films Matter. The premiere of Queen and Slim. It's a private screening. We're bringing in folks who just saw the movie and getting their reactions. What did you think?
I am sad. I'm sad. It was very good.
Interesting, right?
It was exciting because I started getting anxieties right from the start. Come see the movie. Come see the movie, people. Come and see the movie because it was really good. And I'm heartbroken too. It's almost like just a black version of Bonnie and Clyde. A true love story.
New York Times said it could be one of the greatest love stories of all time. Do you agree?
I would agree. And I actually thought that they would make it because in my mind and my heart was racing. I was like, run.
Well, we're not going to spoil it. We're not going to spoil it, but as you can see, this movie really, it's hard to leave it here at the theater.
Yes. I wish they could. Oh, I'm not going to. Okay.
Maybe a sequel, right? Something?
Let's hope for a sequel.
Let's hope.
A sequel. And that things change for the better. I just leave it at that.
Thank you so much. I feel her because this movie was a reflection of life. So you don't want to just leave it, the way things were. You hope for better. So thank you very much.
There's some things that I still want to know. Like where's the sheriff's officer? And where is, what happens with the kid's dad?
So again, some some unanswered questions. But thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, your initial feelings on this very important, powerful, amazing movie. And we're going to bring in Bertrand Boyd. He's an actual actor in the film. Mr. Boyd, can we grab him, please? Yes. He is an actual actor in Queen and Slim, Mr. Bertrand Boyd. How are you? Good, good. I'm Carla. And you were in the film, and you were a kind of controversial character, huh?
Oh, not kinda, I am.
Well, we're actually not going to give spoilers, but...
All right, but definitely an important character in this film once you get a chance to view it, if you haven't already. But you'll definitely enjoy it.
Well, when you came on screen, I said, they're definitely in Florida. I don't know where they are, but he definitely from Florida. And for me, being a Florida girl, that was beautiful for me to see because I rarely get to see our, dialects and cultural euphemisms and things on the big screen. So thank you for bringing that.
I just appreciate them having my, let me be authentic on screen and just let me just kind of just add my own little Miami vibe to it and everything. So I really enjoyed everything about it, the film, the character. I mean, even the backlash that I'm getting right now, but it's cool though. I'm accepting it all.
Okay. And tell me about the process of being a part of the film. I'm sure we all want to know.
I mean, in a nutshell, I just auditioned. I had word of mouth, and then I got an audition, and then I landed me about 2-3 auditions, and then it just kind of just was the director's choice. So Melina chose me and was like, I want this guy, and that's kind of where it went from there.
And watching yourself on screen, what is that feeling like?
Right now, it's still surreal. Like, I haven't really gotten a full, grip on everything, on just, knowing that I've been working towards this point right here, so, for a while. So it's just to see it come, into fruition, it's still surreal. I'm still trying to get it, get a hold of it.
Okay, and we definitely, your character is so pivotal. We really can't reveal anything. So, but did you enjoy playing the character?
Oh, I thoroughly. Like, I was nervous on set every day, but I enjoyed it all the way, like everything about it.
Okay, thank you so much for coming to Jacksonville and for attending this private screening, bringing something so major here. Do you have any last words for people who have not seen the film yet?
Make sure you go out and see the blackest film ever, Queen and Slim.
Thank you so much. All right. I'm Carla Mechele with Carla Mechele Media here at AMC Regency Theater in Arlington in Jacksonville, Florida. We're here after the private screening of Queen and Slim. We're going to bring in a couple more people for reactions. Hi, how are you?
Nervous.
Why are you nervous?
I don't interview.
Oh, okay. Well, what did the movie make you feel?
Oh my God, so many emotions. There's laughter, there was a little confusion, mystery, sadness, everything. A range, literally, a wide range.
Had you been anticipating this movie?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Was waiting for it. Didn't go see it on Wednesday just to come to this event because I wanted to be around other people.
Right. So you enjoyed the privacy of the screening tonight?
Definitely.
What kind of vibe did that give you?
I just felt free to react. It's etiquette. And I was just able to, voice my opinion, not loudly, not rudely, but I just felt more comfortable, I guess.
And particularly because of the nature of the film, it's so powerful.
Yeah, it is. It's something that other people might not get. The fear, the harshness, the protest. That scene, yeah, that was deep.
And I think that was very well done. Just everything that we saw on screen is reflected in everyday life.
And that's what it was. Like, that is why it was so powerful. And you're able to connect to it because it was everyday life. We see this, we have those feelings. We're watching the news. Unfortunately, it happens far too often, but yeah.
So what are your takeaways from the movie?
I don't know. I'm still processing. Honestly, I'm still processing, but I did feel a sense of pride, if that makes sense. I was still sad. I know we still have to deal with this, but I felt kind of better, I guess. Kind of united, I guess. But I'm still processing. Still processing that last scene.
Well, thanks for giving your initial feelings on the movie. All right, thank you very much. I am Carla Mechele here at the Black Films Matter private screening of Queen and Slim tonight. Hello. Come on in. Tell me, what are you thinking after leaving this movie?
I'm speechless, to be honest. There's a lot of layers to the movie. The ending.
Powerful. Yeah, and we're not giving spoilers, just for the record. But you really don't have to. It's kind of like you walk out and the emotion is just on you because they're on a chase this entire movie. So no matter what happens in the end, we're right there with them. Did you feel that?
I really did. Another part that really related to me, trying not to spoil it, it just made me think of my son. Like, it really did. And just everything that's going on right now as far as black men and the police, even black on black crime. Like, it really hit home.
So for someone who might not understand why we want to see a film like this, if it brings up so many uncomfortable emotions, what is your reason?
It needs to be said. Like, it needs to be heard, our side of the story. I really think it needs to be heard.
Thank you so much. All right. Beautiful words. We are interviewing people after the private screening of Queen and Slim. Hello. How you doing? Good, good. How are you after watching this film?
I really enjoyed the movie. It was more emotional than I thought it would be. I like how they allowed you to be emotionally invested into the two main characters. So after what happened at the end, it was just like, damn, amazing. So I really enjoyed the movie, though, definitely.
So no spoilers, but obviously everyone is talking about how powerful the ending is, and that's a great thing because you never want to have an anticlimactic ending. But what were some of the emotions you felt as you went along with them on this chase through the movie?
Anger, sadness. It was beautiful. It was it gave you the whole Bonnie and Clyde feel to it. And I feel like they did a very good job setting that up throughout the whole story, getting you invested into the characters. I didn't feel like their relationship was too quick. It gradually happened. So, yeah, definitely at the end, the wide range of emotions, sadness, anger. It was a beautiful movie.
There's no way to predict the ending here. Go see it. And why do you think Bonnie and Clyde appeals to us?
I think everybody wants somebody who's just a ride or die, who's just down for you or whatever. It's just, I feel like we wish we could be that brave, you know? Like, deep down in each of us, like, we want something like that, at least for me. Yeah.
Very well said. Thank you very much. All right, and I thought that was very nice to say. Would you like to, come around the camera. Would you like to give your feedback? Huh? Oh, you haven't seen it yet. Okay. Come on in. We have people. Okay, yeah, we have people who still haven't seen it, so we're not giving spoilers. But what are your thoughts? What are your feelings after watching this movie?
So I'm supposed to go to the after party, but this movie, is so emotional. I don't know if I could follow on and party. It was very touching. But it also had its light moments as well, even though the content was very heavy. So it was beautiful. It was beautifully created, absolutely.
It was a full and complete story.
Absolutely, a full story. Middle, beginning, end, climax, humor, satire, just all kind of stuff. It was amazing.
Without giving away, what were some of your favorite moments in the movie?
Watching the relationship between the two main characters evolve. And seeing that dynamic and how the energy played off of each other, which was amazing, which allowed people to connect. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Did you feel they had chemistry?
Not in the beginning, which is good, which is a good thing, because experiences. People ask me if I have hobbies. I don't have hobbies because I don't have a particular thing I like to do all the time. But I like experiences. So watching them have their experiences together is what brought them together. So which allowed the chemistry to connect.
Absolutely. And like life and death experiences, what gets you closer than that?
Right, exactly. Nothing, I don't think.
So we got to see the bond develop. And do you feel like that's something that you see often in films, and black films in particular, as of late?
Not really. It's almost like you're there. In most films, it's like it's already established, it's already there, and it's always more on the end of the relationship. It's never in the, start and the evolution of the relationship. So it's always, we've been doing this for so long, and now which way do we go, versus this is only just the beginning and we have forever. So it's amazing.
I'm coming away with, there was a lot of pain, definitely, but I honestly think the love in the movie really stood out to me.
So it might be pain in the movie, but the love part of the movie was not just the feeling, it was the actions behind it. It was decisions that were made. So when people talk about love being a feeling, no, it's definitely a decision. It's definitely an action. It's definitely a verb. It's a noun. It's a everything. So it's that consideration. So it was so much in such a small period of time, but it showed you how kinetic love can be. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That's a great point about decisions, because they had to make so many decisions and they had to compromise. And I'm not realizing until just talking to you about love and compromise, and that was beautifully played out.
It was amazing. It relayed a beautiful message beyond just the relationship between the two of them, but the relationship that they had with the people that came, around them, so.
Now, this is just my mind working, but do you think there could be a sequel? I just love it.
Absolutely. Why not? Absolutely. I could watch. That could be all day, like all the time. Every year they could come out with one, and I would be like, yes, I'm in. And even if it's not the same characters, but just the connection. Like, if you could place that type of emotion and connection into a film every single time, you wouldn't have flop movies, you know what I'm saying? Because people would invest. And when you sat down in this movie, you were invested from the first 10 minutes of it. So.
And what made you come out and invest in this movie?
I had a friend who told me about the opportunity, and I had been seeing interviews and little spots here and there about the movie itself, but I was like, I have no idea what this is about. And then when I started having a conversation and asking around, like, does anybody know about this? I was told about the opportunity to do the screening tonight, and I was like, oh, I'm in, absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for coming out tonight to support the movie and the group that put this on.
Thank you.
Have a great night. All right, we are wrapping up things around this theater tonight. Multiple guests coming out, giving their reactions on Queen and Slim, the private screening, again hosted by Black Films Matter, the Influence Crew, and Gainesville Black Wall Street. So finally, we're bringing back Trey Ford, Gainesville Black Wall Street. Aaron, are you coming? Are you coming too, Aaron? I didn't see the shoes. Okay. So any final words? I did talk to Trey a little bit earlier, but Aaron, what are your thoughts on the movie?
So I actually haven't got a chance to see the whole movie all the way through. When we put these productions on, you're always constantly working and working. But a lot of the movie itself and looking at, hearing a lot of the comments on there, a lot of feedbacks from people, it's so impactful, and it's a movie that is for right now, that's needed for right now, the people to see it. Now, it's going to make you a little upset from my understanding, and we're talking to Bertrand, the actor, but it's a good movie, and I can't wait to see it and sit down and see it fully all by myself.
And we decided not to do spoilers tonight just because the movie is so powerful anyway. People can describe the way it made them felt. They can even describe scenes, but it's kind of unpredictable. You don't really know what's going to happen. So what are your words for the people that came out tonight and just the people in the community who are watching?
Oh, for me? All right. My words would be to continue to push. Stay focused on who you are and be true to yourself, but to also not to let anything stop you from what you need to do.
Trey?
I would agree. Just to continue to push. There's definitely an energy and a momentum that's building up that I can see from the stories like Issa Rae, the stories of people who stay independent and don't go maybe the corporate route or the traditional route in their artistry and in their business. And I think that you should catch the wave, and that's on a corporate level, that's on an artistic level, whether it's school, whatever it is that you're designed to do, go after it because barriers are being broken and trails are being blazed, and now's the time.
Now is the time. And now is the time to go over to the after party, right?
Time. Yes, I'm so ready for this after party. We've been working. Now it's time to have a good time.
Exactly. Any other last words?
Last words, I just want to, again, thank AMC Theaters for allowing us to do this production and working with us. I want to thank all of our sponsors, Mr. Edibles, Duke and Dame, Florida Care with Mincy Pollock, Team Ing, who wasn't able to make it but was able to sponsor us as well. I want to thank Allure Events, who also was able to purchase some tickets for some people, as well as Tailored Wealth Building. And I want to thank my partner, Gainesville Black Wall Street, for sacrificing his movie visit, and Leah Hayes, Bertrand Boyd, the production company sent us some swag for some people, Carla Mechele, Total 360, and I'm so sorry if I'm forgetting anybody, but I'm going to go to the host, the Influence crew, who had to jet right after the movie to the after party and set things up there. Pretty Tenders, mobile bartending. Only at the cookbook is the Instagram. And as you guys go to see Queen and Slim, use the hashtag Queen and Slim. And if you see it in Jax, use hashtag Queen and Slim Jax so we can all follow it. And don't forget hashtag Black Films Matter and at Black Films Matter on Instagram to find out about the next screening.
Awesome. One more thing. I know that you got a mention, on Instagram from somebody involved in the movie, right?
Yep. So Miss Melina. Melina, and I apologize if I say the name wrong, but I think it's Melina Matsukas, and she has been watching what's been going on with Black Films Matter, so I just appreciate her responding back because that gives us energy. And, even if it's just a fist bump or whatever, even the Queen and Slim, the reason that we got the production, the official T-shirts and swag was because the production company commented back, and then we got an email, and so we appreciate the support on a local level from the national team.
Awesome. And like he said, let's keep the conversation going online. Hashtag Black Films Matter, hashtag Queen and Slim. And